What's up, everybody? Sunday afternoon, man. It's around 4:15, and it's just one of those days, man. Just a lazy Sunday. Just give y'all an update real quick. My last video, I think I might have showed y'all the pictures of a yard my wife and I done. It was actually for my aunt. She's a real estate agent, and she had a client that was trying to sell a house, and I submitted a bid, and the client couldn't pay, so she decided she was going to pay, and I decided I was going to help her, so on and so forth. Well, sometime in the middle of this past week, I went and put pine straw out in their beds, and I laid that pine straw really thick. I don't know what time the guy closes that I get my pine straw from. It's just a small business right up the street from my house, and I like to shop local when I can, and I believe in looking out for the small businesses. I try to stay away from big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace or anything like that. But every time I would go by his place to get some pine straw, he was closed. And I don't know, he might have been sick. I don't know. But I had to get that pine straw down by Wednesday. And so finally I called my aunt and told her, I was like, look, I cannot find any pine straw. And there was a place up by her house that sells it. And man, it's some raggedy pine straw, I'm not gonna lie. It's long. They sell it as long needle pine straw, but it might as well be slash. I mean, it's got so many sticks and pine cones and leaves in it, it's not even funny. And there's no short straw in it. It's just all, and it's mainly long straw, but you've got to pick all the garbage out of it. But and it wasn't much pine straw that had to go out. I mean, it was only really, it probably could have got by with 4 bales, but I told her to get 5 or 6 bales just to be safe. And that's not something I keep an overstock of, because pine straw, it'll start turning colors on you. I mean, I guess I probably could have kept it for a few months or whatever, but after 2 or 3 months, man, it just kind of starts turning that dingy gray looking color, and nobody wants that, man. They want fresh pine straw. So I don't keep that stuff on hand. And she stopped and got 6 bales, brought it out there, and I put it down, and man, I laid it on thick. When I got done tucking and rolling it on the edges and everything, that stuff was probably 1.5 feet high in some places. But it's all good though, because it looks good, it's fresh, and it is a 100% better look than what the previous beds looked like. I mean, it was just a mess. And I'll try to clip the pictures of those beds on here, the before and afters. But and plus, we had some big rain this week and this weekend, and I'm sure that pine straw will lay down. I mean, it might take a month to lay down, but it'll lay down. And not to mention the fact it will decompose pretty good in the ground. So it's all good, man. We did what we had to do, and it's not a regular customer, and I gave them a free cleanup and cut them a huge break on a lot of what I was doing, because my aunt wound up paying for it. So beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? I'm not calling the guy a beggar, but it is what it is. But anyway, just want to tell y'all about that. We got that finished up, got the pine straw finished up and everything, and man, that yard, it looks like a completely different property. And I wish you guys could have seen all the compliments we got on it, on our work. And even my aunt, she was blown away by the transformation of that yard. And when I came over there to put the pine straw out, some of the neighbors even come over there and thanked me so much for the work that my wife and I had done. They said, man, they said, I don't know if it would have brought the property value down in this neighborhood, but if nothing else, y'all made it to where we didn't have to see it anymore. So it made me feel good. You know, we didn't make a whole lot of money off of that, but we got that satisfaction of a job well done. And we were able to please some people. And you never know, we might even gain some business out of it. So all in all, I think the title of that video was Good Deeds Don't Go Unnoticed. And I truthfully believe that, you know. If you look out for folks every now and then, good things will come your way. But anyway, guys, as of right now, I don't have anything scheduled for this week. I know my aunt texted me, I want to say it was Tuesday or Wednesday, and said that there was a job that should be ready for me by today. And I couldn't get it done this weekend, and I don't think she's in much of a rush for it. They just need it to get done sooner or later so they can sell a property. But this is a huge cleanup, guys. This is almost a $600 job, and with the equipment I have, I really wish, I'm not gonna lie to you, I really wish I hadn't signed up for it, but it's too late now. I'm not gonna back out of it. It's probably gonna take my wife and I all day, maybe even a day and a half. But it's a big job. I mean, it's a bunch of pine straw just strewn out all over a yard, and there's some beds that need to be fixed up. Some bushes need to be edged or trimmed up and doctored up real good. Some crepe myrtles need to be trimmed up. Things like that, you know. It's just a big end of the year cleanup, or end of the winter cleanup, and got to get that done. And then my year-round customer, she's got some crepe myrtles that I'm going to trim this coming up week. And well, I'm actually going to trim them first thing Saturday morning before I head over to that big cleanup job. And I'm going to take my son with me, and I'm going to pay him to help me try to knock that out in about 30 minutes or so, my wife and I and my son. And then we're going to drop him off and head on over there to do that cleanup. But I was talking to my wife earlier about goals, man. I've got some goals set for this year. I know my very first video on this channel, I showed y'all my my lawn care setup for this coming up spring. And I told y'all, you know, there's still a few things I need to buy. And we did go ahead and buy a new truck, and something I needed. But this coming up spring, or going at the end of this spring, going into the fall, I'm sorry, not the end of the spring, but going into the fall, I would like to have some sort of, something like an Echo 9010 blower. That way, because the blower I have, it's an Echo PB 580T, and it's a good blower if you just need something to blow grass clippings and things like that out when you're done mowing someone's yard. But as far as cleanups and things like that go, man, you ain't getting nothing done with no Echo 580. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I mean, it's better than pulling a rake around in the yard, don't get me wrong, but you ain't getting a whole lot done. But so going into the fall, I definitely want to have a new blower, a big blower, a Echo 9010 or something similar, something equivalent. Doesn't, I mean, I prefer Echo because I do like Echo products, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Echo. But that I want to go ahead and buy an extra string trimmer. I'd like to have an Echo 2620, and which I could go ahead and buy that now. But at the same time, I'm not generating enough money in this to validate buying any more equipment right now. So I want to hold off on that until I do start generating more money. That, and I'm also, someone, I can't remember who it was, but someone mentioned in a comment on one of my other videos to check out Pack'em Racks. And I looked at them, but I still think I'm going to go with Equipment Defender or the Green Touch racks for my string trimmers and my edger and my fuel cans and my backpack blower. I think I'm still going to go with those racks because and I get it, you know, starting out, Pack'em racks aren't a bad deal starting out, but I want to go ahead and if I'm gonna spend the money, I want to go ahead and make it to where I'm not gonna have to buy another set of racks for a while, you know. And but those, and then I also want to buy before next spring. Now I don't know if this is gonna happen or not, but I want to buy a 36-inch stand-on mower, because a lot of the yards in my area, you can't get a zero turn into the backyard because of gates. So and, you know, I want to be as efficient as possible. So starting out, there's nothing wrong with pushing around a lawnmower, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're wanting to be efficient, you really need something that you're going to be able to cut some time in half on. So I do want to have a 36-inch stand-on. I'm probably going to go with something like a Gravely Pro Stance or a Wright Stander, probably a Stander B or something like that. But time will tell, you know. I'm gonna let business dictate that. I'm not gonna sit here and promise you that I'm gonna have all this stuff. And me and my wife were talking about it. You know, we bought this new truck, and that's an extra bill every month for us. And right now we're having to pay that out of our basic income, you know, because I mean, we don't, like I said, we don't have enough coming in off a lawn care to validate buying a whole bunch of stuff. So now, don't get me wrong, that stuff is going towards my truck payment right now. And but when business picks up, we're going to be doing what we got to do. And the plan is to put half of everything I make into the truck payment to try to get this thing paid off as quickly as possible, and to take the other half and sink it back into the business. Now, I would like to have around, after, if it is possible that I'm able to get all that equipment going into the next year, the next growing season, if that does wind up happening. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it is, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it ain't. I don't know yet. I've got to let business dictate that. But if it does happen, I would like to leave at least $1,000 in a business account. I know that doesn't sound like a terrible amount of money, but when you're starting out and you don't even have a business account yet, it's you've got to take baby steps. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And I'm a firm believer that in order to be able to reach your goals, you need to write your goals, because if you don't, you will get sidetracked from those goals and you will forget about what you were trying to accomplish. So that's a definite. That's the main things going into next year. Is I really, before the fall, I do want to have a bigger blower, and we can have something that's going to move some leaves a lot faster, and plus we'll have two blowers going at the same time instead of one of us using a blower and one of us using a rake. So that's going to cut time in half, maybe more. But that, I definitely need a new string trimmer, because the one I have is starting to it is starting to cough. So that's got to happen. And I also need, I really do need to get some racks, man, because I've got to have better organization on my trailer. You know, I've only got a I'm running around with a 7.5 by 10 foot utility trailer, and that's plenty big enough for what I need. I mean, I can still put a a stand-on mower on there. But in order for me to do that, I've got to put some racks on there to get everything off of the floor of the trailer. So that's a must. And I can do without a 36-inch mower going into next year, but if at all possible, I would really, really, really love to have one. So we will see what happens. And I know a lot of you have commented in some of my previous videos and told me that it is very possible to go full-time in the first year, and I appreciate that encouragement. I really do. And y'all don't know how much that means to me, so thanks for that. But at the same time, I want to play it safe, you know. I mean, it's like I told y'all in my very first video, I have a lot to lose. I mean, I have nearly 20 years tied into my career, and for one, and for two, I have a home and I have 2 vehicles that I'm paying for, and I've also got a wife and 3 children that I'm supporting. So yeah, I have a lot to lose, and I have to play my cards right on this, but at the same time I have to be willing to take risks. But I don't want the risk to be too great. I don't want to lose my tail on everything I have. So we're gonna see. We're gonna play this smart, and we're gonna probably not turn down any business, even if it's yards that most lawn care providers turn down. I'm probably going to take them on going into this first season, just because I've got to have the cash flow, man. I've got to have it. But I'm not going to try to get greedy, but at the same time, I'm not above making money. We'll see what happens. But you know, I think this channel is probably about 3 months old, and I just want to say thank you for all of you that have subscribed and watched my videos. I think I've only got 29 subscribers, and you know, that's not a whole lot of subscribers. I get it. You've got guys out there that's got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, and you know, for me, it's not about the numbers, and I'm really just on here to try to get advice, and just a way to communicate with other people too. I mean, just to communicate with other people in the outdoor industry, and maybe get advice from somebody, or maybe somebody can get some advice from me on certain things. But hopefully I will have a camera sooner or later where I can take y'all along with me on some of my jobs, and get y'all set up and show you how we do what we do. But I do want to thank y'all for taking the time out to subscribe to this channel and watching my videos. It means more than what you may realize. And this channel is only 3 months old, and I've got 29 subscribers, and I don't think I've met any of y'all. But I also have another YouTube channel. It's actually a ministry channel. Most of y'all know I'm a faithful follower of Christ Jesus, and I actually have a ministry channel on YouTube as well, and it's called Backwoods Ministry, if any of you guys are interested in that. But I've had that channel for almost 3 years now, and I've only got 70 subscribers, 70, 75, something like that. So in my eyes, 30 subscribers in 3 months, that's 29, 30 subscribers in 3 months, that's pretty cool. So I do thank y'all for that. And a lot of you have given me some advice going into this, starting my own business, and I appreciate every bit of it. I really do. But any advice y'all have, guys, you know, I've told y'all before, I'm open to all of it, and I'm not too proud to take somebody's advice. But also, man, if y'all have any questions, don't be scared to ask me, because I may be able to help with some things. It doesn't even have to be about lawn care. It can be anything. But let me get off here, man. It's around 4:30. I've been on here flapping my gums enough this afternoon, and I'll walk through this cold weather, get out of this truck, and go sit inside and hang out with my children. But I will catch y'all on the next video, and until then, y'all keep mowing that grass and keep making that money. Bye.